in like lip lines. It works surprisingly well on people really bored. Try it out sometime. It's good. And you guys like magic? You guys fans of magic? Nice. Well, I don't know any. But I've been to a couple of magic shows, and I've actually only been to 2 legit magic shows. Both times that I went, the magician chose my girlfriend out of massive crowds to come up, and like, I guess that's a good sign because I always want some kind of eye candy up there or whatever. Unfortunately for me, in both cases, they never made them disappear. That would have worked out better. I would have settled for cutting them in half. That would have been acceptable. So I spent most of my life in Santa Cruz, and if any of you know people in the Santa Cruz Mountains, Santa Cruz Mountain people are they're a special kind of breed. They're different kind of people. And this chick Sarah I know was outside smoking a cigarette, probably pregnant, smoking a cigarette outside. She's usually pregnant. She's outside smoking a cigarette, and Danny Glover comes by. I guess Danny Glover's got a place up there. And Danny Glover comes walking by, and she's like, oh my god, I love all your movies. She actually didn't sound like that. That's just kind of my go-to, like, blonde girl voice. She smokes in the mouth, she's probably like, oh my god, Danny Glover. I love your movies. Oh, they're so good. And he's like really flattered, and he's really humble, and he's like, you know, enjoying it. And he's like, yeah, thank you for watching my movies. And she had to ruin it. She goes, I can't wait to tell my friends that I met Morgan Freeman. and he gets super pissed. And he's like, yeah, I'm 10 years younger and a way better actor. But yeah, he didn't like that very much. But does he really believe that though? But Sarah was actually on the news. It was on like the Bay Area 2 o'clock news, or Channel 2 news. And this is legit. So the news story had the key facts, which is woman gives birth on the porch in Santa Cruz. That's the truth part. What they missed was the flavor. So here's Sarah. She goes out on her porch, like 9 months pregnant. She goes out on her porch to smoke a cigarette. And she's out there smoking a cigarette, and her water breaks. So she goes to her boyfriend Whitey. Can't make that up, Whitey. And so it's his first baby. She's like, hey Whitey, you should call the ambulance. He's like, oh why? Like, oh, I'm gonna have this baby. So really casual. He's like freaking out. He's grabbing the bags and everything, like we're supposed to do. And she goes, oh, you know what? Don't bother. I'm just gonna have the baby. And I'm not shooting at all. She goes to her porch. She got a bench on the porch. Gets down, sets her cigarette on the arm of the bench. Baby. Literally, grabs the baby. The cigarette didn't even go out. That's the baby. Before Whitey even came out with the bag, she's sitting there with the baby. So what the news left out the cigarette part. But no shit, she had the baby right there on the porch. The ambulance gets there and makes sure everything's okay. I guess technically, all her kids are fantastic too, which is surprising. And she's obviously a reasonable mother because they don't know any of their dads, so. So got any vegetarians in the group?
No!
Well,
they're the ones talking.
Yeah, they're the ones talking. Yeah. Hey, put down. Put some meat in your mouth. Yeah. Learn from some of these other comics. Taking your mouth is good. So I distinctly remember the first time I ever encountered a vegetarian. Like, swear to God, I'd never met one before. It was like freshman year in high school. I meet this chick Lauren, and I'm hey, put down. So I meet this chick, and we're like talking on the phone, and my dad had a ranch at the time, so he had a lot of animals, but they were all for eating, like for the most part. And I didn't realize that. I've never met a vegetarian. So like our conversation didn't quite go the way that I thought they would. I'm like, yeah, we had a steer. She's like, oh, what's your steer's name? I was like, T-Bone. and like the other end of the phone is just like silence, and I'm just busting up. Like, you know, I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. I would have showed some tact if I literally had never met someone like this before. I was like, yeah, we got a pig too. What's your pig's name? Breakfast. And she's just, oh man, she's furious. I let her know that the chickens, we didn't name them, they're just all nuggets. She didn't like that. But literally for years and years, every time she'd see me, she's just furious. She's like, still slaughtering defenseless animals? I'm like, yeah, picking them out of my teeth. I did actually run into her at a festival some years later, and she apologized for her behavior. And yes, she eats meat. She got over it. So I actually think it'd be pretty awesome if there were vampires like amongst us. I think it would make things like a whole lot more interesting. I mean, not if they were just like running around like killing everybody. I mean, that would suck, right? It'd suck. But if they were your friends, you could always count on them. But I think it'd be great if you had a vampire friend and like he passes out drunk at your house, and you just like you draw a dick on his face, like he'd have no fucking idea because he can't see himself in the mirror. Right? So he'd just be walking around with his dick for God knows how long, and he'd be like, why is everyone laughing at me? Why? It just goes on a murder spree because of his dick on his face. He doesn't know it's there. Oh, that'd be fucking great. Oh, I'd love it. So, I was debating if I was gonna get into it, but we kind of warmed it up. Yeah, so fucking Nazis, right? Like, so what the fuck, dude? Like that was pretty bold of Mr. Musk to just full on Nazi like right up there, and I like his backtrack. He's like, oh yeah, it's making a motion to his like heart, like yeah, the hate in your heart, like come on, dog, like dude, you gotta, that's bold, But I mean, you gotta figure that like his publicist must have been super bad. Like because I legitimately believe he had no idea what he was doing. I don't know what his actual plan was, but he couldn't have really meant to do that. But I no doubt he comes off stage to his publicist, man, that went pretty good, Rich. What did I tell you about doing too much? He's like, oh, well, my bad, you know, I'm like kind of retarded, you know, what are you gonna do? You know? So now we got like a retarded Nazi like telling my shit. I mean, it's like all kind of are, I guess, but yeah, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you.